Hello people, this is Moffatt from Kharischangeworks. Guys, hope you are well. Guys, in this little video here on this whiteboard, I've given 5 little truths, 5 little means of encouragement, particularly when you are subject or have been subject to a toxic relationship or any relationship that has left you in a world of pain. Now, here's the thing. What I've noticed in time is we are, as people, far more friendly in giving support and advice to others. But when it comes down to receiving that same encouragement and support from others, that's more humbling. And I found that there are so many people who kind of reject that kind of encouragement and support because there's this thing about being too proud and ashamed to receive support and help and encouragement from other people. But that is very easy to do when it comes down to these 5 things that I'm going to talk to you about, when it's actually you being kind to yourself, forgiving yourself, understanding that you've made mistakes, these kind of things. When you accept that from yourself, that I found to be an incredibly difficult thing to do. So it is because of that difficulty, yet with such need, that this video is about. Now, I found this little picture that's got these 5 things on. I found it somewhere on the internet. And I thought it is so good. There is so much value in what these little sayings is. I thought it'd be good to share it with you too. So let's have a look at these 5 sayings. Number 1, give yourself a break when you need one. And let's be fair. When you've been working, when you've been struggling, when you've been going at it to no end, be kind and give yourself a break. Does this mean going on holiday? Yes. Does it mean having a weekend off? Yes. Does it mean going for a long soak in the bath? Yes. Does it mean putting your feet up, watching some TV, listening to some music? Yes. Does it mean going to the gym? Yes. Whatever it means for you that resembles what a break is, I'm encouraging you today, give yourself permission to have a break. Everybody cannot run at 100% all the time. At some point, you need to recharge your batteries. And the only way you do that is giving yourself that break that you so desperately deserve. Point 2. Give yourself grace when you make a mistake. Grace. As you've seen on this channel, the name is Kharischangeworks. Kharis is grace. So when you're making a mistake, because you're human, you need to give yourself that favor that says, I've made a mistake. I can fix it. I could do something different. It's allowing you to forgive yourself. Grace is that action, I suppose. It's that belief. It's that attitude that says, I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. I've said before in other videos on this particular channel That is because we're human, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to let people down. We're going to hurt them. We're going to disappoint them. It is when we do it deliberately that's the problem. However, we all make mistakes. You need to give yourself that grace to say, it's okay, I'm not going to condemn myself. I'm not going to put myself in that prison of the mind where I can't do things again. You need to give yourself permission to be gracious and kind and compassionate, loving, forgiving, all these things to yourself. And you need to accept them because at the end of the day, you live your life. And if we haven't got grace that we can apply to ourselves, the world becomes a very horrible place. That is for sure. Let's look at number 3. We need to give ourselves credit when we've accomplished something. When you give yourself credit, when you yourself have worked so hard to accomplish whatever it might be. It doesn't matter whether it is a school test that you've passed and you've studied for. You need to give yourself credit by giving yourselves, like I'm showing, the thumbs up. And when you become a multi-billionaire through a product or a service that you have, and you are completely revolutionizing the whole world, when you put the hard work in, you've got to give yourself credit. It is easy to say, it wasn't me, it was them. If it wasn't for the team wouldn't achieve this. No. You need to acknowledge your part for what you've done, the role that you played. We need to acknowledge that we are part of the team. We are part of society. At the end of the day, you stand alone. And when you do things for yourself and you get that reward, you get that benefit, you get that accomplishment, you are being kind to yourself. And when you say, I've done this, I've achieved this. People who don't understand that will say, you're being too full of pride. Oh, you are arrogant. No, that's not true. That is false humility when they speak like that. When you are saying, I've done this, I've achieved this, it is rewarding yourself with credit that encourages yourself. You yourself will encourage you to go out and do more things and go change the world when you give yourself credit. Let's look at number 4. Give yourself permission to ask for help, especially when you need it. My friend, this one here is a real bitter pill to swallow. So few people ask for help. So few people accept the help that is given to them, especially when it's not been asked for. You see, here's my thought. When you're asking for help, you are saying to the other person, I trust you. I need you. You play a valuable role in my life. At this point in time, I need you to help me. You've got something that I need. I need you to help me to accomplish whatever the case might be, and together we will achieve this. But the biggest word here is to give yourself permission to ask for help. See, we all want to be strong. We all want to be independent. We all want to be battle ready. We want to be such that we rather offer help rather than receive it. But when you need help, you need help. And when you grant yourself permission to say it's okay to ask for others to help me. We're not a jack of all trades. We can't do everything. You're not an island. But granting yourself permission to say, so and so has got such and such a skill. I need them. Ask for help when you need it. And finally, this one here is very, very true. Give yourself the same amount of compassion as you yourself will give others. What does this word compassion mean? In my experience, it is a synonym for empathy. It's when we feel sorry with someone. And when we feel sorry with someone because of maybe a similar experience that you've been through. Or in a few people's cases, you can't actually put yourself in the other person's shoes. And if you are able to do that, it's a wonderful thing. But when we see other people struggle, whether they struggle with health or finances or emotions or physically, whatever the case might be, it doesn't really matter. And when we feel sorry for them and with them, and there I think about bereavement, and those kind of heavy duty emotional states, we feel compassion, but we don't necessarily give ourselves compassion. And that, my friend, is really, really important. Why give all the time? Sometimes you need to give it to yourself, particularly. That way you reinforce your own value. You reinforce that you are important. You reinforce the fact that you are a human being that has got some needs that need fulfilling, not only by others, but also by yourself. And these 5 things here, my friend, is really, really important. And I'm going to encourage you today to go through all these things, giving yourself a break. When you are tired, take time out. Giving yourself grace. Give yourself credit. Give yourself permission to ask for help. And finally, be compassionate towards yourself. So this grace and compassion, to me, they go hand in hand. Vital. So few people do it. Yet, in today's world, particularly with all this lockdown nonsense that's going on, this is really, really, really important. This needs to, in my eyes, become a staple attitude in surviving the current world system that we're living in today. I hope that this has helped you in terms of the struggles that you've experiencing. And when you do experience problems in the future, my friend, here's a recipe for success that will help you move forward graciously, successfully, effortlessly. Because you're being kind to yourself. You are, like I said before, you are investing in yourself. Because ultimately, you are important. I hope it's helped you. And I hope that you'll be able to forward this to people who are in your social circles, your friendship circles, that might need this kind of encouragement. So with that, I'm going to ask you just to do all the YouTube admin. The like, the share, the subscribe, the comments, all these kind of things. Particularly if you know that this is going to be helpful to someone that you know. Send it on. There you go, my friend. Video for today. For now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks, and I'll speak to you soon.